Hey everyone, you're welcome again to another episode. In this video, I'll teach you what is called inferencing in SketchUp, and we'll learn about the SketchUp's basic editing tool. Let's jump right into it. SketchUp displays several types of inferences: point, linear, and shape. SketchUp often combines inferences together to form a complex inference. A point inference is based on the exact point of your cursor in your model. A linear inference snaps along a line or direction in space. Shape inferences help you pinpoint the moment when, for example, a rectangle becomes a square. SketchUp Inference Engine helps you work in 3D space. For example, when the line tool cursor is hovering over the midpoint of another line, the inference engine tells you by displaying a light blue dot and screen tip that says midpoint. The inference engine can also help you find geometric relationships between lines. For example, it tells you when a line you are drawing is perpendicular to another line. In the following illustration, notice that a colored dot also appears at the start point of the line, giving you a few bits of information all at once. Inferencing is a fundamental feature of SketchUp, with most tools depending on it in some manner. However, inferencing can sometimes get in your way, especially when working in a busy area of a model. With the line tool, you can turn linear inferencing off and back on using a simple modifier action. To toggle linear inferencing in the line tool, you'll need to click once to start drawing your line. Once you've started your line, but before clicking to finish it, simply press the Command key on Mac or Alt key on Windows, which will toggle through the following states: all inferences on, all inferences off, parallel and perpendicular only. All inferences on. This is the default behavior and what you've experienced in SketchUp since. The line tool will snap to the red, green, and blue axis, as well as the magenta axis, parallel or perpendicular to a specified edge. All inferences off. In this state, the line tool will ignore all line inferences. Notice that your cursor will move more freely around the screen as you complete edge segments. Note that you can still find other inference types such as on face, guide point, midpoint, and more. Use these other inference types to make sure your lines are drawn on the planes you want. Parallel and perpendicular only. This state shows only parallel and perpendicular linear inferences when using the line tool. Selecting this option will allow you to draw your line, making sure it is parallel or perpendicular to other geometry. By locking inferences, you can confidently draw along the direction you intend to draw. Another reason to lock an inference is to maintain one drawing direction while you reference geometry from another part of the model. That's a more advanced move, but very helpful. The easiest way to lock an inference to the default axis direction is to use the arrow keys. Note that you'll see a notification at the cursor that the inference is locked. Some tools like the circle and rotate tools can lock to a plane instead of a drawing direction. Over on the plane you wish to lock your drawing. Hold Shift to lock the inference to that plane and move away to draw. You will see your drawing aligns with the referenced plane. The real world isn't all sharp edges and hard angles, and your model shouldn't be either. SketchUp provides the tools you need to soften and smooth edges, or even hide geometry without compromising your model's structural integrity. Smoothing an edge adds shading that makes the faces look smooth. Softening an edge hides it, and all bounding faces becomes a surface entity. Surface entities act like single entities when selected, but retain all inferences from the geometry they were made from. To soften and smooth edges with eraser tools, select the eraser tool. Tap the Control key on Windows or Option key on Mac OS to toggle smooth edges, and then erase these lines the same way you would to delete them. To undo, tap Alt on Windows or Command on Mac OS and click the edges to undo the softening and smoothing. To use the soften edges dialog box, use the Select tool and highlight the edges you want to soften and smooth. Open the window menu, select Default Tray followed by Soften Edges. Context click your selection and choose Soften/Smooth Edges. Click and drag slider labeled Angle between normal. To hide a geometry, select the geometry you want to hide. Context click the selection and choose Hide from the context menu. You can also open the Edit menu and select Hide. To make hidden geometry selectable, you must display hidden geometry or unhide the geometry. Let's start building in 3D. Creating simple shapes in SketchUp is the foundation of any model. First, we'll make a box. Select the rectangle tool from the toolbar and click on the ground plane to draw a face. Now switch to the push and pull tool. To pull, click and drag upwards. Just before you click again, you can enter a precise height and press enter, or just drag to any desired height if precision is not required and click to establish the height. To push, follow the same process. The only difference is that this goes the opposite direction. Next, choose the circle tool. Click and drag to define the circle's radius. Use the push and pull tool again. Drag upwards from the circle to create a cylinder. Now, let's create a polygonal prism. Use the polygon tool. Click and drag to set the size. Again, with the push and pull tool, you can extrude it into a polygonal prism. Let's now make a sphere. Start with a circle on any axis. Draw a semicircle of the same radius perpendicular to it. Now we will use a tool called Follow Me. This tool is handy when you need to sweep a face along a specified path. To use it, select the Follow Me tool in the Tools menu. Click on the semicircular face and drag carefully to follow the path from the beginning to the end of it. Then click to end the process. Another option is to select the path you want the face to follow first. Then choose the Follow Me tool from the Tools menu. Use the cursor to click on the semicircular face, and a perfect sphere is created. These basic shapes are the building blocks of more complex models. Mastering them opens up endless possibilities for creativity. Let's dive into more of the editing tools next. Rotating objects in SketchUp is simple. Select the Rotate tool. The cursor changes to a protractor. Click to set a pivot point. By now, the measurement box dynamically reads angles. You can type in a precise angle and press Enter, or drag to spin your object around until you are happy with the result. The Rotate tool can also take advantage of the inference engine to precisely align objects perfectly in your scene. Let's explore the Offset, Move, and Scale tools. They are useful for adding details and adjusting proportions. First, select the Offset tool. Click on a face, then drag to create new outline inside or outside the original shape. Notice how the outline has divided the face. This is perfect for creating uniform borders or inserting details. Next up, the Move tool. Select the Move tool. Click on a face or edge. Then click and drag to reposition it. While on the Move command, you can activate the Copy tool simply by pressing the Ctrl key on your keyboard. A small plus icon appears with the Move icon. Now click and drag to move a copy to another position, making it easy to arrange elements precisely. Finally, select the Scale tool. Click on an object to reveal control handles. Drag these to resize the object along different axes. Use the corner handles to scale uniformly with respect to a diagonal length, or the side handles to stretch or squash. Click on Ctrl while scaling to toggle Scale About Center, and Shift while scaling to toggle Uniform Scale. With the Offset, Move, and Scale tools, you can fine-tune your models and add intricate details effortlessly. These tools are essential for transforming basic shapes into complex, polished designs. Let us practice together with a simple 3D model. This video is a part of a complete SketchUp training series, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. See you in the next class.